Hello, dear followers. It's Jacob John Abralov with you today. So today we're gonna interview Asadbek from Uzbekistan, who successfully got admitted to Georgetown University in Qatar. So today we're gonna talk about specifically, step by step, everything in detail. So how to apply to Georgetown, what to focus on while applying, and importantly, financial aid part. So hello, Asadbek. Nice to see you today.
Hey, nice to see you too. How are you guys? Hi all to followers of Learnix Global Network. I'm so excited to have an interview with you guys. I'm so excited to share my experience, college application experience, guys. So my name is Asad. I'm from Uzbekistan, and I'm a freshman at Georgetown University in Qatar. It's a school of foreign service, a branch of Georgetown University in Qatar. So right now it's a winter break, just enjoying the winter break, chilling out, and so I successfully finished the first semester, fall semester, 2020, and I'm so excited to share about my story, guys. So yeah, that's pretty much about me.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time and giving us an interview. So let's start our interview. Like first, important question. So why you specifically choose like Georgetown University in Qatar to study? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, of course. There were different reasons for choosing Georgetown, choosing to study at Georgetown. But I think I'm gonna tell you like the main reasons why I chose Georgetown to study. And the first and foremost reason why I chose to study at Georgetown is it's because of its location, the Middle East, and the university. Uh, Georgetown University is one of the top universities in the world. So I mean, it's a ranking of main camps, but the camps in Qatar is still part of camps. So it's kind of like really top school, top tier school. And this is School of Foreign Service International Affairs. We basically study international affairs. So I kind of feel myself like in the field of international affairs in the future. So I thought that will be, and me and Georgetown will be a great fit, and we were a great fit. So that was one of the reasons why I chose to study in Georgetown. And the second reason is um, Georgetown offers one of the best degree in international economics. It's one of the really the great things about Georgetown because I am into international economics, and Georgetown offers the best degree in international economics, and that was the second reason. And I think the main reason why I chose to study Georgetown was about like it was because of financial aid system in Georgetown. Georgetown University in Qatar is so generous when it comes to financial aid, financial situation of the applicants. Even if you're from a developing country, even if you're from a really poor country, no offense. So even if you're from poor country, you can still afford to attend this university. There are different ways that you can afford to attend Georgetown University in Qatar. A lot of grants, a lot of basic scholarships, a lot of loan system. So financial system was best, and I got pretty generous scholarship, uh, which was I was really satisfied about that. So I think that was the sort of reason. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah. So, can you tell us a little bit about your experience at Georgetown? As I see, you are right now in Qatar, even though it is quarantine now, you're having completed the first semester online, but at least you had some experience by talking with your peers at the dormitory.
Yes, of course, for sure. So far so good. Well, I'll be honest. I came to Qatar pretty late. I came to Qatar like close near to the end of. It was like the middle of the first semester, or near to the end of first semester, in the fall semester. So it's been only 2 months since I came to Qatar, but my experience is so far so good. The community is pretty diverse. I've been living in dormitory. I've been living in residential halls. So basically, all freshmen from different education city universities live in the same building. There are so many like diverse community in this building. I sometimes feel like this is the university. This is not the dorm, because you can ask everybody if you have like problems, questions about particular like courses you're taking, because there are a lot of sophomores, seniors, juniors. So that's what I like about Georgetown. What I like about Georgetown University in Qatar. And also, you can also visit to the campus, because the campus is operating. It's still open, but you have to register for time slots to get access to the campus. But you can still have some kind of like in-person meetings with your professors, which I did in the first semester. But make sure you follow the like necessary rules for necessary rules for like being like safe in the COVID period. And also the Middle East is pretty interesting place. I traveled to like some different places, the completely new places. Coming from Uzbekistan, I didn't know much about like the architecture or the lifestyle in Middle East. Just believe me, Middle East is just like different. Uh, there are a lot of new places you want to see. So my experience is so far so good.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting so far. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about the financial aid and scholarships part. So, like, first, the most important part, I suppose. So, can you talk
Yeah,
a bit about it? How was it in your personal experience?
yeah, like you mean like applying for financial aid and
How was
this
it?
kind of stuff. How to get as much as financial aid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a common question. That's the thing that many college applicants seriously think about before applying to university. So I was not exception. So when I was applying to Georgetown, I searched for all the information related to like financial aid system, and I did pretty good research, because the reason why I applied to Georgetown is it has really generous financial aid system. So I think there are three types of financial aid available to international students. If you are American citizen, you have more like more many type of financial aid aids available. So I'm not really sure about American citizen, but when it comes to international student, basically you have three kind of financial aid. The first one is merit-based scholarship. It's like the university is gonna pay for everything for your tuition. I'm not sure about the everything, but it's gonna cover the tuition. I'm sure it's gonna cover the whole tuition if you get merit-based scholarship. And the next type of financial aid is GUQ, Georgetown University Qatar grant. It's not a loan, but it's like need-based grant. So you need to apply for a specific. You need to apply for this kind of financial aid through a specific financial aid portal. I think there's a financial aid portal for that for Georgetown University in Qatar. That was I did. That's what I did. So I applied for this financial aid, and I got this financial aid, which was pretty generous. Kind of covers not for everything, but kind of 90% of my college attendance cost college. And the third available type of financial aid is like loan based. Just take loans from Georgetown. Like I think you just take loans from Qatar Foundation or any uh, any organization in Qatar. They offer this kind of thing to you, or you can also borrow like take loans from your some organizations in the country. That's the third available type. So yeah, but what I recommend is apply for need-based Georgetown University in Qatar grant because that's what like most students, more international students get. I'm pretty sure like more than 50% of international schools, like international students in our batch, got this kind of scholarship, this kind of like grant. So yeah, that's pretty much how the financial aid works in Georgetown University, Qatar.
Yeah, great. How,
And also, yeah.
how did you
Sorry.
apply to that financial aid and scholarship? Financial aid specifically, did you submit your CSS or fill different application there?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I think I got confused about the financial aid portal because there's no financial aid portal. There's a separate financial aid portal for Carnegie Mellon University in Qatar because I also applied to Carnegie Mellon Qatar. But if you want to apply to Georgetown University, you have to submit CSS, you know CSS. So that's a kind of like financial aid system that you need to submit if you're going to apply to any American universities or internationally accredited universities. Like it's basically American universities, but yeah, there's some other universities too. But yeah, uh, yeah, you need to submit CSS in order to apply for financial aid to Georgetown. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the procedure is almost same. It's the same as you do other American universities. So this Georgetown is an American university. So um, like applying for financial is kind of same. You just fill out the CSS profile. Be honest. Do not try to bullshit about it because that's the financial aid, that's the money they will figure out if you have any like false data in your application. And so yeah, and yeah, that's it. You have
And
to apply.
they will figure out that. Will you like find anything, I mean, formal documents? I mean, after applying, so you submitted CSS. So after some time, will they ask you to provide some proofs from official agencies? I mean, from the bank and something like that.
I think they do. I think they do. But because that happened to me. They asked me to provide some kind of um, like credits, debits, that my mom's card, like my mom did using her like card. But I'm not really sure about it because I'm from Uzbekistan. The banking system, the system, financial system works differently, operates differently than many countries. So I'm gonna tell about my experience. So what they ask the you know um, cash transactions, like the transactions on your bank account. Unfortunately, I didn't have a bank account, so I used my mom's bank account. So I went to bank and I asked the bank some people in bank to uh, provide me with kind of it was a kind of like a document that shows cash or any transactions, online transactions using your card. So that was the only document that I mailed to Georgetown University Financial Aid Office. And also, well, I also can tell about the CSS CSS financial aid system, because there are different type of documents, like financial documents you need to submit. You need to upload when you're submitting your CSS. It's like your mom's salary, your dad's salary, income. I mean income. So income documents, and also you need to upload your document that show that you have assets, house. You need to report your like house's price, the current price, your dad's income, and in last 1 or 2 years, and your mom's income, and all the people who have income in your family. So yeah, that's I think pretty much about it.
Yeah, thank you for the info. Yeah, I think it is very understandable to all of the audience here. Yeah, thank you for info. So let's turn to the application part. Let's talk about it. As I know, in order to apply to Georgetown, you have to apply through different I mean, in their own portal, so from their own website, not through Common App as to other, I mean,
Yes.
American schools.
Yes. So yeah, Georgetown has a separate application form, like application portal, because it's a separate. So that I think that's one of that sucks. Um, well, before applying to Georgetown, I didn't know there was a separate application form. I thought I'm gonna apply to that university by submitting my common application, because that's what I did to when I applied to many American universities. Unfortunately, you can apply to Georgetown using Common App, so you have to fill out the separate application form. It's like online application form. But the good thing, it's pretty much like Common App. There are similar sections. Some sections about your personal information, and your stats, your school, your experience, your extracurricular activities, and additional things, and also your parent details. And it's like basically the same as a common application, but you have to fill out everything again. But you can just copy paste it, copy from your common app and paste it to online application for Georgetown University. It's basically the same. I will say same. But one, yeah. Okay. No, I think that's all right.
Yeah. So as you said, well, so will they require to write a supplement essay, or there is just only one essay? Can you talk about it a little bit?
As far as I remember, I think it's only one essay. It's a personal statement. So you have to write a personal statement. That's a personal statement for Georgetown. You just have like basically tell about your life, or your why do you study at Georgetown? Why Georgetown? And how do you contribute to Georgetown? What do you contribute to Georgetown? How can you take the advantage of studying at Georgetown? So just basically tell about the things in our personal statement. I think I wrote a separate like particular personal statement for Georgetown, because um, that was different from other school that applied. I mean, if you're using Common App, you have to rewrite your essay. The Common App essay is not like personal statement. It's like different thing. But I think there's some people who submit the same essay, because I think their essay could work for both Common App, like as a Common App essay or as a personal statement. But mine was different, so I had to write a separate essay for Georgetown. I basically wrote about my my life as a as a in the family of traders. Like I tell about my experience working in a bazaar in a it's like a really large large mall. We call it, the people call it mall in Qatar. So it's like a really large bazaar. So as far as I remember, since I was a kid, since I was a kid, I was into like trading. I was bargaining in the bazaar because my dad do this. That my dad does this, so I had to uh, help my dad. Like when he wasn't in my hometown, he basically had to travel to different cities or different shops. So I told about my experience in my personal statement. I also told about um, and I tried to show them my trading skills relative to international economics major, because I'm really into trading. I'm into relations. I'm into bargaining. So I showed them I can survive if I study economics. I'm really into economics, and I also talked about my experience as MU participating in MUN, Model United Nations. Model, yeah, that's one of the things that many Georgetown students did in before coming to Georgetown, and they still do in Georgetown. MU and Model United Nations are pretty popular thing in Georgetown. They have their own MUNs. They how this kind of like MU United Nations every year. If you're interested, go to the website. You can check them out. So I tell about my MUN experience, and also I try to like you know correlate like my MUN experience with international affairs, like foreign service. That's a school that offers school of like foreign service degree. Um, so I am into international affairs. I'm into economics, and that's me, and that's Georgetown. We are complete fit. We are complete match. Just try to show them you are a complete match. Yeah, that's I think what I did.
George, you could manage your past, your skills, and it's
Yeah,
interest to Georgetown and how you fit it.
yeah. Try to match your experience, your skills to Georgetown University, to everything that you can match to Georgetown University, and show them you can take advantage of this opportunities at Georgetown. So you can improve your specific skills, and just tell about them. You and Georgetown are complete match.
So yeah, it is I think the most important part. So you have to demonstrate how you fit to the university and what is your future plans. So how can you like
Yes. That's basically what you do during like when filling out whole the application. This is we can say this is the rule number one, because always remember you should be fit to Georgetown or any university you're applying to. So that's the rule number. Always remember that.
yeah, that's pretty amazing. Yeah, we have to guys we have to be very careful on this part. And so next part is extracurriculars, honors, stats, GPA stuff. So how was your extracurriculars? What you did before applying to Georgetown? What you demonstrated them?
So as I told earlier, I have participated in different MUNs, Model United Nations. Um, so I participated in this kind of like Model United Nations as a delegate, as a member of organizing team. I mean, I organized this kind of Model United Nations as a coordinator and as a chairman sometimes, and I had a lot of experience in UN, and I got a lot of certificates like the best position paper, the best delegate, I think that was one of the thing that one of the reasons that I ended up in Georgetown, because I used to have really good experience, like good knowledge. I still have, yeah, I still have good knowledge of participation of that I got acquired from participating in multi United Nations. And I also participated in like Olympiads, like from different subjects. I took the first place in the National Physics Olympiad. It's a Republican state, the final stage, and I also got two silver medals, like basically the second place in the National Physics Olympiad. I was really into physics. Yeah, I was into physics, and I think, I also did, yeah, what else? And also, I think I also told about my soccer team, because I was the captain of soccer team in my school. Uzbek people are into soccer. They are fan of soccer. So I was fan of soccer. I was captain of soccer. We won some trophies, some competitions in regional in the district and regional stage. So I told them about my soccer experience, and also I was like in the final year. My my school, like some official, like some teachers told me I am the first one, the first ranked one in my school, which has three thousand students, high school students. So I was ranked as first in this in my batch in school. I think that was one of the things that you know made me stand out in the applicant pool. So yeah, I think that's pretty much about it.
Yeah, yeah. Top number one at your school. I think it's
Kind of.
yeah. And you graduated with honors, like perfect GPA.
Yeah, I graduated with perfect GPA. I got it's an like we call it college diploma, but it's high school. Let's call it high school diploma. I graduated with honors. I graduated the high school with honors. We call it red diploma, red diploma. But it's like a diploma with honors, high school diploma with honors. Yeah, and I was the only one who graduated with honors in my school, and I also was the only one who graduated with honors in my district. Right?
Yeah, that's
That was cool.
I think it was pretty tough to get
It was kind of
because you're the only one. Yeah, that's pretty amazing experience, achievement. You okay? What about stats? Did you take any SATs, IELTS, subject tests, anything?
yeah, of course. Well, that's kind of a private thing, but I'm gonna be generous today for you guys. So I took SAT. I took SAT two or three times. I don't remember exactly because for the first time I didn't know about SAT, so I just tried the test for fun. Let's say for fun, and also and I got 1400. In the last time, not the first time. In the last time I got 1400. That's my SAT general score. So I got 620 in the reading writing section, and I got 780 in the math section. So that's general SAT, and I also took two SAT subjects, math level 2 and physics, and I got perfect score 800 in math level 2, and I got 750 in physics. So that's my SAT test, and I also took language test, Ielts. I think I got 7.0 in Ielts, but I took the Ielts for 2 years, like 2 years before, not 2 years, like it was just roughly 2 years before applying to university. So it was, but it was still valid. And what else? I think my stats are my stats were like SAT subjects and just IELTS. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, and what do you think? It is, I think, very important, and a lot of students are misleading in this part. What do you think, specifically to Georgetown? Do they really care about your subject tests?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure really, because I don't know. I'm not an admission officer. I'll say again.
What do you?
But I don't. Well, my opinion, I don't. They, I think they don't care much, as other engineering schools too, because that's not an engineering school. So they don't. I think they don't care about. They don't care about a SAT subject, like a SAT subjects like, um, math level 2 or physics. That what I did. I think they do care about like political stuff, AP US history, AP history, AP world history. Um, yeah, I think they care about it. But if you from a like kind of like not international school, and if you can take some SAT subjects, like I'm not sure about SAT subjects. I think you can take SAT US history. You can take SAT literature, English literature. I think that kind of SAT subjects matter if you want to apply to Georgetown. And but I don't think they care about math, science subjects. Yeah, but you still need to show them you have really good math skills, because you still have to study economics, macroeconomics in the first 2 years, even if you're going to declare politics or culture politics major. You still have to take this kind of courses.
Yeah, to be safe, you need to get a bit high score in math section or check SAT subject math
Yes.
to be secure.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty informative. Okay. And one important question: do they like really ask application fee while they're applying to Georgetown in Qatar?
Yeah, guys, I have really good news for you. There is no application fee for Georgetown University when you apply to Georgetown University. There is no application fee. I was happy about when I checked the website. There is no application fee. It will be waived when you apply into Georgetown University. That's really good. So there is no application fee.
So you can apply.
That's one of the reasons why I like Georgetown, to be honest.
Yeah, that's pretty very good news. Yeah. So let's talk about recommendation letter part. So who wrote your recommendation letter part? Whom you asked specifically, and how was it?
That's a good question. So as I told you earlier, I came from a local school in Uzbekistan. It's not an international school. It's like a typical public school. So my teachers do not speak English, and they don't have much experience with writing recommendation letters. So, but I think they did write pretty well recommendation letters. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I did. What I did to get recommendation letter from my teachers. So what I did was I I found some samples of recommendation letters. I found some documents, some books, how to write a recommendation letter for college applicants, and I send them to my teachers. So no, the first thing what I did was I talked to my teachers about if they are willing to, not willing to, if they can write a recommendation letter for me. So I went to my science teacher, physics teacher, and I also went to my um, you know it's like we call it not head teacher, but it's like a counselor, but it's not a counselor because we don't have counselor in Uzbek educational system, like Uzbekistan education system in any school. So I went to my there's a specific teacher that talks to us and like gives updates us about these things. So it was kind of like counselor. So I went to that person and asked him if he can write a recommendation letter because he was the person who knows me the best in this universe in my school. So I went to him to and asked him to write a recommendation letter, but he was not sure if he can write a good recommendation letter. So, and I also went to my physics teacher, and after having meetings with my teachers, I found some samples, some information on how to write recommend a good recommendation letter. I sent them um, to my teachers, and I'm not sure about the the other part because I didn't you know I didn't ask about my recommendation letter. I didn't see my recommendation letter. So, but as far as I know, my teachers wrote really good recommendation letters in Uzbek, and I think they went to like translate like translating service in the government government department or something like this, and they got them translated and then sent that recommendation letter to Georgetown. I think that's what happened to me to what happened when I got recommendation letters from my professors in high school. So yeah, that's basically about it. And then one thing, if you're from a foreign country that if you're not studying at an international school, make sure to provide enough information for your teachers so that they can write a good recommendation letter. Because what I did was I made a list of everything, my extracurricular activities, like just to remember, just to remind them. But I was quite sure they know about it, but I just try to make sure. So you can also do the same, but I'm pretty sure they know all the stuff. They know all the things. So you just need to ask them. You just need to fill out the Common App, the specific section of Common App, and then just send them invitations to. So Common App automatically sends invitations links to your teachers. And also I'm gonna give you one tip. One tip: talk to your teachers as soon as possible, because um, they're not sure about how to write recommendation letter if you come from international school. They don't have much experience, but I think they're willing to write because my teachers were really nice. Because I think that's because I was kind of like popular kid in my high school, and so I think they read a lot of documents, a lot of information, instructions on how to write uh, a recommendation letter. I sent a lot of documents, instructions to my teachers about how to write. So I'm quite sure they did read this because, I'm in Georgetown. That might be because of good recommendation letters that my teachers wrote. Yeah.
Can you give us like sources where our audience can find?
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I think you just go to Google, search for it, how to write recommendation letters. Because that's what I did, and also you can use. There was some like specific websites. Prep School. I think. I remember Prep Scholar. Prep Scholar was the best website because um, yeah, it showed like it has a lot of samples, good samples. I just copied and copy pasted the samples and sent them to my professors. Yeah, you can use this website.
Yeah, we will send below this link to the website.
Hmm. Yeah, I can, but I'm not really sure. But I can, you know, we can include this website, links to this website in the, you know.
Yeah, in the description. Exactly, we're gonna do that. I think it is pretty much it about recommendation part. As I heard, after submitting your application to Georgetown, after some time, so you have to register for writing part. Can you tell us about it? How was it in your case?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a separate like writing test for Georgetown applicants. It's not like compulsory, but yeah, it's like compulsory, but you can waive it. So what I did was I took the writing test. It's not like a typical writing test. It's like a task two in Ielts or the second essay in TOEFL. So you just have to write a essay about common topic like argument topic. You have to. It's like opinion essay. So you have to agree with the topic, agree with statement, or you just have to disagree with it, or you have to somehow agree, somehow disagree. You just have to you know give your personal opinion on a particular topic. Yeah, that's like two 200 word essay. So it's like 1 hour. Not really. I'm not sure about time, but I don't think it's 1 hour. It's like 40 minutes or 30 minutes. Yeah, you can check the time. I think yeah.
Yeah, as you mentioned,
And
we can waive.
yeah, you can also. Okay, pardon.
How can you waive that writing as you mentioned before?
If you take a CD with essay and you have pretty good score on essay part, you can waive it. You just can waive it. They
Uh,
will waive it automatically. Yeah.
yeah, if you didn't or didn't get a pretty good score in essay part,
Yeah.
better to take that writing, right?
Yeah. You still can take that essay.
Yeah. Okay, then, yeah, let's talk about interview. As far as I know, as I heard from all the students, so they will have an interview with you if you are selected, if you are qualified, I mean, to get admitted. So they will, I think they check you. How was in your personal experience? How was it for you? What was during the interview, what they asked?
Okay. First of all, I wouldn't say if they will interview if you're a selected one. You cannot be a selected one, and you can still have interview. If you are more like more successful applicant with more like more with higher stats, you don't necessarily have to take the interview because I think they don't require to have an interview if you're really good applicant, if you're really successful applicant. I think that's for the applicants who are who that's for average applicants. So my experience was pretty well because uh, my interviewer was someone who works at library, and he was alumni of Georgetown. He knows about Georgetown, and we had 30 or 40-minute interview. Oh, like it was for sorry, it was sorry, 30-minute interview, and we basically talked like he asked some questions about Georgetown. Why Georgetown? Why do you want to study Georgetown? Why do you want to study international economics? Um, well, and also one of the questions that I found really interesting and difficult at the same time was, why are you going to study international economics? Even so, you studied um, computer engineering in high school. My focus in high school was computer engineering. I kind of was specialized in computer engineering, so that was a big turn applying to Georgetown University, applying for international economics, and that was the most difficult question. Not the difficult, interesting question that I tried to impress my interviewer. So make sure you know, and also make sure you know the stuff. Get get prepared for the interview if you want to successfully, you know, end up this interview. Get practice questions, like practice answering the questions, because all the questions are basically the same. Not really same. They're like common. There's some common questions. Why this university? That's why this particular university. Why this particular major? Why do you want to study this? If you have studied this, so yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, the applicants have to ask question like why us or why this major specifically. So main questions.
Pardon me. Can you repeat the question?
So the applicants have to be prepared for the questions like why us or why this major specifically.
Yeah. Just get prepared for that because these are the common questions. You may be asking. This is the common questions. I remember that why Georgetown and why this particular major was the first and the second questions in my intro. I remember this.
Yeah, so they ask the main questions first.
Yeah, they ask the main questions for it, and they try to get into conversation by asking more difficult questions. That's like not psychological, but like like a logical fact. You have to you have to be still in yourself and tell about your experience, tell about yourself. Just be honest, share, try to be polite, try to feel comfortable during the interview, try to tell your experience in an excited way, even if you feel not excited about it.
Yeah. So they liked your interview, your application, so they admitted you.
I think so, because I'm in Georgetown. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very amazing experience. Yeah, I think pretty much it about whole application part. So it was so informative. Thank you very much. And in the final part of our interview, can you give our audience like top three advices?
Top three advisors. Okay. Um, God, let me think. Okay. Top three advice. So, first, I think that's common advice, and that's the best advice you can get me or you can get from anybody else. Start your application, start your college application as soon as possible, as early as possible, because that's a long process. That takes a lot of time. You need to work on different things. You need to make your essays. You need to write your essays. You need to write about extracurricular activities. You need to ask your teachers to write a recommendation letter for you, and start college application process as much as possible. That's my advice. Number one advice. And what can I say? I think secondly, so secondly, oh, yeah, I would say be honest when you are filling out the common application or anything about yourself, be honest as much as possible. Be honest, just be honest, because you can pretend to be someone else when you're writing colleges say your common application essay. Even if you have PhD in bullshitting, you can't bullshit about it because you're gonna have interview, you're gonna have um, some kind of stuff, interview, writing essays. So admission officer are really good at noticing the strength things. So don't bullshit about it. And thirdly, I think I should give you some advice, specific advice to applying to Georgetown University. If you want to apply to Georgetown University, make sure you are complete match to Georgetown. Georgetown is a school of foreign service, and you should be into school of foreign service. Like, should be really passionate about international affairs, international politics, international economics, or anything international relations. So show them you are into international politics, international affairs, and show them you can survive in the university. Um, and also show them you are the one who can study in Georgetown. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And you are the one who wants to study at Georgetown at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty great experience. Thank you for sharing your experience, your advices for the students. It is very valuable interview for all of us, for all people who are watching, because it's very informative, everything in details. So thank you for taking the time and giving us interview, even though it is a new year today, so you are pretty busy,
Yeah.
I suppose. So thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, guys. I'm so proud of being part of this nonprofit organization. I'm so excited to giving advice. I'm so glad that you are like some advice from me. I'm so glad that I'm helping you guys to know about the college application process. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. By the way, thank you for sharing my story with world. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, thank you.
And happy New Year to all. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
And my final advice: make some goals for the new year. Make your list and
Exactly.
wait for the new year. Yeah, come from the new year with new, motivations, new goals, and good luck to all. Good luck to all on application process.
Thank you very much. Today was Asadbek Abdurazakov, international student at Georgetown University at Qatar from Uzbekistan. Thank you very much for having an interview today. So,
That's it.
dear followers, you can also follow us on social media in the links below on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Telegram. So thank you very much for watching today at Linux Global Network. Was Jakub Jonabel as usual. Thank you very much for watching. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys. Good.